What's going on, peeps? Thank you for tuning in for another beer review. It's Beer Monster O'Clock. And if you watch me beer unboxing that I did from Lowcostbeer.com, you'll see that I got I think it was about 25 beers or something for 45 quid. Overall, I don't think it represented good value. And the more I sort of looked, the more I realised, don't use them, guys. So yeah, you could say it's a waste of time. I've been scammed, but it may help other people watching that unboxing from making the same mistake I did. The problem is the beers didn't look that great, but at the end of the day, it is a mystery box in it, so you don't know what you're gonna get. At least I didn't get Foster's and Carlin. But then, having had a closer inspection of the beers, a lot of them are out of date or very close to being out of date. So yeah, I can't recommend them. Anyway, this is one of the beers that come out of it. Can't fully judge until we've tried the quality of the beer, can we? And there was quite a few I hadn't tried, so I will review them and let you know my thoughts. First one up is by the E1 Brew Company, based in London, Shoreditch, I think. And it's just simply named their IPA, 5% ABV. But according to the website, Lowcostbeer, it's 5.5% ABV. But it's arrived and it's 5% ABV according to the can. You can see it there very clearly. 440ml can. As I say, it's from the mystery box, a £45 mystery box I got this. But you can buy it on your own on the website for £1.80. Apparently the recommended retail price is £3.50 according to Lowcostbeer. Not checked up on that, but there you go. Date. Best before February 24. Now I only received these beers today and it's a month out of date. So yeah, that's not a good start, is it? Anyway, let's crack her open and see what she's like. Hopefully the beer still tastes alright. I can't see it mattering too much. It's only a month, isn't it? But it's just a principle thing, isn't it? Let's chuck her in the glass, see what she's all about. I don't believe I've tried anything from this brew before. Must say the art design on the can leaves a little to be desired. It's a bit basic, isn't it? It's a bit of a basic bitch like me, as you can see. But it did say something on the can here. Our package may look plain, but beneath its understated shell is a beer that invokes what it means to be British. Whatever. Talking out their arse, aren't they? That's talking straight out the pooper. Anyway, let's get the nose in there and check out the aromas. Actually, let's have a quick look at it first. It's like a very clear. It's not your typical sort of haze bomb or nothing like that. It's very clear. Maybe a slight tiny gnat's penis of a bit of haze in there. Medium levels of carbonation, white haired, sort of golden ambery sort of colour. Let's check out the aromas of just IPA by E1 Brewing Company. They're very basic, aren't they? Basic names, basic packaging. I thought I was a basic bitch. Right, let's get the old nose in there. It don't smell great, I've got to be honest, straight away. It smells quite sweet. Unusually so. There's a little bit of a pininess to it, a bit of citrus, but it smells a little artificial sweetness about it. I don't know, it might just be me. Or perhaps it's gone bad because it is out of date after all, isn't it? Anyway, let's taste test, that's all that matters. Who cares what it looks like, who cares what it smells like? But I'll tell you anyway, you know, some people like to know these things, don't they? Right, let's get it down the neck and see if I think it's worth a buy. Cheers, everybody. Bosh. Okay. Underwhelming. First impressions, but not awful. The body's quite nice. The body's quite a sort of I'd say medium bodied, quite a smooth mouthfeel. Starts off quite well, but then it never really gets going. It's very simple. It's a bit bland, slightly watery. And there's nothing really about this beer to really write home about. It's not got one single standout feature. In fact, probably the thing that stands out most is it's got quite a nice body. A bit like me with my man breasticles. Yeah, but flavour-wise, there's not a lot to talk about. Let's go again. Maybe I'll pick up some more, but it's got to be a struggle, I'll tell you that. But it is really easy drinking, and it is refreshing, I'll give it that. It is rather refreshing. And although very basic, there's something about that kind of really basic flavour, along with that nice body and easy drinking element, that does make it highly smashable. But the flavour's just not there. There's like a slight hint of like tropical fruits, and it's such a slight hint that you can't pick out any individual tropical fruits. It's just, you can just tell there's just a little bit of tropical in there. You can't pick out one specific fruit at all. It's just a tiny hint of tropical fruits on the start for me. Then you get towards the end of the tasting process. Well, say tasting process, there ain't a lot of taste, as I say, but there's a slight little citrus, I'm gonna say citrus kick, but it's not really a kick, it's more of a flick. Just a little touch of citrus. I would go grapefruit. And it's quite pleasant. And it's giving off, it's like a grapefruit citrusiness towards the end. And after you get the grapefruit, you get like a little bit in this that I believe is coming from the grapefruit as well, or a bit of grapefruit zest. But it is a little bit in this. And there's a sweet underlying sweetness about this beer that is not unpleasant, but it's just not typical of what I would expect from an IPA. And it's a bit artificial tasting, it really is. So overall, it's a disappointing beer, I've got to say. If I paid £3.50 for this, I'll be crying. To me, it tastes like the sort of beer that you'd expect to find in home bargains for like, not even like one of their sort of £2 ones, like one of their really cheap ones for like 89p or something. Maybe 150 tops. So even if you didn't buy it in the mystery box, I can't even recommend their price of £1.80. It's not worth a buy for me. It's also 1 month out of date. Whether that's affecting it or whatever, I don't believe it is. I just don't think it's a good beer. Plain and simple. Okay, easy drinking, refreshing, nice body, really lacking in the flavour department. And I don't know if we've got ingredients on this one, but there's just saying, telling me there's some naughty ingredients. Water, malted barley, contains gluten, wheat, oats. I mean, that's probably what's giving it a nice body, the wheat and the oats. Glucose syrup in a craft beer. That's your fake sweetness, and you can definitely taste that as well. I even got it on the aroma, that sweetness and hops. So yeah, disappointing offering for me, but it's not the worst thing in the world to drink. It's just very, it's easy to drink. It's like drinking a Foster's or something, you know. Don't really taste like much, but it's not good, is it? You know, I'd say this is like the IPA equivalent of a Foster's or something like that. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Avoid it. And avoid lowcostbeer.com unless things get better. I mean, I did get 2 bottles of Delirium Tremens. They're going to be good. It's just all the other stuff that I'm worried about. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. Smash that like button on the way out if you've enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing to the channel if you ain't done already. It's free, it helps the channel out, and it costs you fuck all. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye, darlings.